can't see the jacket in frame now. Just before picking up the camera to record this, I was looking at my quads diagram and I'm thinking, that doesn't look like the most clear of diagrams. Am I sure I want to put this up? But it's something. It's something. So yeah, I'll go for it and give a quick overview of what I've gone and learned. So I've been looking at the flashcards and that I've got that's related to the course, and this is what I've come up with. Actually no, so you can see my head in frame, I'll move the laptop back. Yeah. Yeah, alright, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, I wasn't sure if this is the most clear of the diagrams, but me asking that question didn't take into account that after I be drawing them again and again, they are going to be clearer, especially with a pen that's not about to run out. My old one is gone. Ilay finito, so I had to throw it out. It had to go. But this pen right here is the clearer one. So what am I gonna learn? Go about the quads first and then go to the hamstrings, because this quad diagram is something I've been wanting to learn and I finally did it. I wanted to learn the quads out of all muscles because I started learning about the quads a long time ago, but I just didn't finish learning them, and now I think I've learned this enough to the point where I'd be able to teach about this to a beginner level. But the way I'll go about teaching would change over time. But you can see, like, from a beginner's point of view, then from an intermediate's point of view in terms of knowledge, and then advanced or elite, however you want to call it, from beginner to beginner, which would be this stage, these sorts of videos now. You can see how I'm going about learning them. On that note, let's get to it. So, quads. This I didn't think I'd be doing this. I didn't think I'd be showing it, but yeah, pick up things as you go along. So there's this part of the body, muscles in the front leg. You've got 4 of them. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Nah, it's very faint. Hold on. Much better. Right now I know I can't be using pens that are about to run out. There are 4 muscles in the quads. Quad meaning 4, hence the name. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This right here is a whole load of Latin words. We go with the one that's on the top first. This is the rectus femoris. Femoris be relating to the bone in your upper leg. Here, it's a massive bone called the femur. Femur meaning long, I think, long or massive. I'm not sure. Oh, I found the Latin translation for it, and it just means leg. Sorry. So yeah, rectus meaning straight, and then femoris meaning leg. So straight bone here, basically. Or on the upper leg. We'll get into the lower leg bones later. And then below that is called the vastus intermedius. Vastus meaning big, large, intermedius meaning intermediate as in between two other muscles, which perfectly leads into the other muscles of the quad that are, or that would be below this muscle, and muscles that would have been on top of that if they were there. And that's the vastus lateralis and the vastus medialis. Vastus meaning big, and lateralis meaning side, as in going off to the side of the body, like a lateral raise going to the side. So that's on the outer edge. So your lateralis, vastus lateralis would be on this side for the right leg, and then on the left leg it'd be on this side, the outer side. And then the vastus medialis going off to the middle would be on the inner part of the leg, so over here for the left, and then over here for the right. Yeah, you got a whole load of joints around the knee bone, but I haven't learned that far, so I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, when I think vastus, it means big, it means large, as in vast. And the way how I remember this is combining all of the muscles together and thinking of them as one massive piece, and that being vast. That's how I remember it. And then you got all of the terms in between, or all the terms for the separate muscles that make up this vast group of three muscles, and with the rectus femoris being on top. Yeah. Just so that it's clearer, here you go. That's a diagram that I'm referring to and that I'm pointing to. Anyway, getting back to it. That's it for the quads really. You've got the knee and then the patella bone right in the center, that, if I'm not mistaken, for the bones connects. It's a part of what connects the femur bone with the lower leg bones. So you got the main one, this would be the tibia bone, and then on the outer edge you got the smaller one called the fibula bone, or just fibula. Fibula being the Latin word for pin, as in the straight part of the pin. I think it was that because it resembled a pin way back when the body was just being, when body diagrams were just being made. That might not be true though, but just basically off some Google searches, that's what I think it is, but that might be wrong. But yeah, however, I'm certain on the fact that the fibula bone is the lower leg bone that runs on the outside of the leg, and then the tibia bone is the main one that connects that is connected to the femur bone through the patella knee bone right in the center, and then everything around the patella bone is the edge of the femur bone over here at the top, and then the edge of the tibia bone over here, and then the fibula connects onto the side here. So on the other end, that'd be your fibula, no, your femur bone here, and then I connect to the top of the knee, and then you've got the patella, and then you've got the tibia bone here running through the center, and then on the outside, I almost pointed here, but that's wrong. On the outside, you've then got the fibula bone. Why is it called fibula? I remember fibula's pin, and then tibia is called, the tibia is called the tibia bone because meaning clasp or buckle, I think, in Latin. And I could say that does make sense a little bit. I tried making sense of it in my head, and I can imagine it looking like the bone resembling a clasp if you look at both, as they both connect like a clasp, a little bit. My diagram for trying to show that was this. wait. Where is it? That was my diagram to try and show that. Yeah. Oh. I think that's basically all that I've got for the quads at the moment, except the fact that it joins at the hip and then it joins at the knee, just like how the lower leg bone does. Oh. There you go. Okay, so hamstrings. I'm just about getting to know about this stuff. This is quite new to me, I must say. So, you've got actually no, before I even start there, I have to explain where the hamstrings are, because some people aren't going to know that. Very basically, here, right below your bum, hamstring muscles, that's where they are. On the back side of the upper leg, just like how your quads are on the front of your upper leg. But anyway, getting back to it, that's where they are. Now, this is the diagram for it that I've gone and drawn up. Perhaps not the most accurately, in my mind I was saying poorly, but not necessarily. I mean, there's no need to destructively criticize my drawings. I know I'm trying, so I'll let that be. But anyway, getting back to it, the muscles are at the back of the leg. You've got the back of the femur bone here, and then you've got the back of the tibia and fibula bone. So as I was saying, the tibia bone is the main one at the front, and then the fibula one is the one that connects to the tibia and femur, but at the lower part and on the outer edge of the lower leg. So in this case, seeing as the fibula, the back of the fibula is on the right side, like this. So the diagram's facing this way, with my back facing the camera. It'd be the right leg, because the fibula on the right leg is on the right side. Yeah. So that's how I've drawn and see the drawing on my flashcards. So that's how I've just gonna draw it out. Just basically copied and pasted it. And then the muscles, you've got the biceps femoris. Femoris, I think, relating to the femur bone, which makes complete sense to me because it crosses the femur bone. And then you've got these names, I've never heard of them. The semitendinosus and the semimembranosus. So you've got the semitendinosus that runs, if I'm not mistaken, it's seeming to run below the semimembranosus. Hold on. Oh, I've got the diagram here. Can't show it though, because it's not mine. Well, I'm not willing to show it though, because it's not mine. Oh yeah. It attaches, what I haven't shown in this diagram, which would have been very helpful to show, was the fact that these muscles at the top, they join at the pelvis. I was going to say at the hip, but I think that's wrong. Yeah, this would be the pelvis over here, but I didn't draw that. I think just whilst I'm just chilling with wood and just doodling out mini diagrams of the body and the muscles would really help, so that it's very clear and accurate. But anyway, we move. It says the muscles at the top, all of them, join at the pelvis, specifically in the ischial tuberosity area. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. That's I've got no clue. But Yeah, as I was saying with the semi-muscles, it seems like the semi-tendinosus, it connects, it runs below the semimembranosus, and the semimembranosus is just on top. Yeah. Oh, and another thing this diagram doesn't mention, which I'm drawing now, is the fact that it's got, like, you've got to join, in order to join muscle to bone, you've got to, I'm not sure if it's ligaments or I'm not sure if it's ligaments or tendons that allow muscle to join to bone. I'm not sure, and I don't know the names for them either. I don't even know what they are. Tendons, ligaments, I don't know, but I think I will go on the laptop to find out. Just out of curiosity, because I love this stuff. Okay, so I've gone and just done a quick Google search, and it's saying that it's tendons that allow muscle to join to bones, according to the healthdirect.gov.au, Australia maybe? Yeah, I can go on Google Images and see. Yeah, look at that. You got. Oh, I've only gone and found that immediately first image is actually the hamstrings diagram, and it's showing the biceps femoris and the semitendinosus and semimembranosus muscles that are joining, as it specifies, to the bone through tendons. Okay. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I've got my biology books here. I've got the GCSE ones and the A-level ones. I can confirm that using those books as well. No way the school system are going to tell lies. they care about their marks and not misinforming. So if anything, if the school system was wrong with their information there, I can go and look online like how I've done now. So yeah, I can quickly confirm and actually start using the books that I've bought. Yeah, come on, let's go. I've gone and had a look at my course material, and it's definitely tendons that connect muscle to bone. Yeah. From the topic that this muscle, the muscles are in, it seems like I'm learning about the skeletal system, the structure of the skeletal system in particular. There are so many different parts, even outside of what I've gone and described, with the quads and the hamstrings and with your upper leg, which is lower body. So the class name is right, yeah. Just had to double check there. But I was thinking, how am I going to learn about all of the other stuff, like the name of where the hamstring muscles attach and all of the other things related to what I've gone and spoken about today with the help of the diagrams, which might not be so clear now, but in the future they will definitely be clearer as the production value increases and as my drawing ability increases. But yeah, I don't know how I'd go about learning those extra parts, and I do have an answer, so I'll go about it in basically exactly the same way that I've gone about this now, but instead of leaving the other parts that I have drawn out today, or leaving them behind and not drawing them at all, what I can do is I can leave what I've gone and got here for now, or I leave that on the whiteboard and then carry on adding to the drawings, and then speak about the parts that I haven't gone and spoken about, which would be quite easy to do on the premise that I write up what I haven't spoken about today in a different colour. I've got a whole load. I've got red, I've got blue. Nah, my whiteboard pens aren't there, they're there. I've got red, I've got blue. I definitely had green, but the green one might have run dry. But yeah, I've got 2 red pens, and I've got 1 blue pen, and another black pen other than the one I used today. So I've certainly got options. I can go and buy some more whiteboard pens though, for when the the pens on the table run out, or when they run dry. But yeah, man, I'll leave it at that, specifically for the diagram and or the diagram talk. And because I'd want it just to be about the diagram so that it's clear and that I don't have to try and search for the other topic that I want to talk about today, I'll end this video here and then make the other thing that I want to talk about, which is job opportunities, in the part 2. So this is me signing out. Cheers to like a first, in my opinion, very productive video about learning about the anatomy and physiology of the body. I'm certainly, day by day, bit by bit, allowing myself to get further and further and further and making something of myself, that living how I truthfully want to live. As I've been saying for months and potentially years on end now, I'm allowing that to become a reality bit by bit, and I've certainly got a big smile on my face behind it. I don't know where I'm going to take myself with this, but it's certainly in a place that I'd like, potentially more than I could have ever imagined and ever dreamed of, and it could be allow me to have more health with my body and my mind, etc. More than I could have ever imagined, and my money too. Well, not my money, I'm not the one printing it, but my financial health too certainly would be my situation. I could be in a better off place than I could have ever imagined. There's one thing saying, oh, I'd like to make 6 figures. There's one thing saying that and not living it, but living it was a whole different story, and that might be a lot more fun than I could have ever imagined. Especially compared to my current situation, where I could just about pay for 1 month's worth of rent, 1 month's worth of gym memberships, and then have an extra £2.17, I think, outside of that in the bank balances. It's mental. It's not a living situation that I want to be in anymore. But I genuinely think that with this opportunity that I want to talk about in the other video, that's going to end very soon, doing something that I genuinely would want to be doing, even if money wasn't involved. On that note, I'm gone, and cheers to making another episode tomorrow. I'd certainly plan to go out my way to do that. Yeah, peace. Cheers to the learning I've done today, and cheers to learning a lot more than I would have ever imagined and could have ever dreamed of. Just a quick note, I forgot that I'm not doing the logs. I'm not doing these episodes in the same way I'm doing the daily logs. It's not day 5, it's episode 5. So it wouldn't be, this next topic that I want to talk about today wouldn't be a part 2. It'd be the next episode. Yeah, just for clarification. Okay, now I'm really gone. Bye.